Over a 6-month period, my team submitted 4,281 Upwork proposals. That gave me something most freelancers never see, a large data set of real bidding behavior tied to actual results. I could see which proposals got ignored, which proposals got interviewed, which proposals got hired. And after analyzing those patterns, I discovered something surprising. Most freelancers are focusing on the wrong thing. Most freelancers believe their biggest problem is proposal writing. They think they need a better template, a stronger opening line, a more persuasive close. But after reviewing 4,281 proposals submitted by my own team, I discovered something very different. Many freelancers are losing before they ever send the proposal. Why? Because they are applying to the wrong jobs. In fact, one of the biggest reasons freelancers struggle on Upwork is not because they write bad proposals. It's because they spend their time chasing opportunities that were never likely to convert in the first place. And today I want to show you the patterns that separate high-performing proposals from ignored proposals. Because once you understand these patterns, everything changes. You stop guessing. You stop wasting connects. You stop wasting time, and you start making decisions based on evidence. Pattern number 1, relevance beats talent. Let's start with the first pattern. The proposals getting the best results were not always written by the most experienced freelancers. That surprised me. You would think the most experienced freelancer would automatically get the interview, but that was not what I saw. Instead, I saw mainly highly skilled freelancers getting ignored. Meanwhile, other freelancers with less experience were consistently getting replies. Why? Because they understood relevance. The winning freelancers focused on one thing. They made the client feel understood. Within the first few lines, they demonstrated that they understood the project, the problem, and the outcome the client wanted. They were not trying to impress. They were trying to connect. Think about it from that client perspective. A client posts a job and receives 20, 50, sometimes even 100 proposals. They are overwhelmed. They are not carefully reading every application, and they are scanning. And during that scan, they are asking one simple question: who understands what I need? The proposal that answers that question fastest often wins the attention. Pattern number 2, relevance matters more than length. Many freelancers think they lose because their proposal is too short. Others think they lose because the proposal is too long. What I found is that the length was rarely the deciding factor. Relevance was. Some of the best performing proposals were surprisingly short. They got directly to the point. They addressed the client challenge. They referenced a similar project. They suggested the next step. And that was enough. Meanwhile, many longer proposals spent paragraph after paragraph talking about the freelancer instead of the client. The focus was misplaced. Clients cared about themselves, their project, their deadline, their business, their problem. The more your proposal focuses on those things, the stronger it becomes. Pattern number 3, clarity creates confidence. Now, let's look at another mistake. Freelancers trying to prove they can do everything. This happens all the time. Someone applies for a website project and immediately start talking about SEO, branding, social media, video editing, email marketing, and several other services. They think they are increasing their value, but what they are actually doing is reducing their clarity. The strongest proposals usually felt specialized. Even when the freelancer had multiple skills, they focus on the skill most relevant to the project because clarity creates confidence. When a client believes you are the right person for this specific problem, they are far more likely to respond. Pattern number 4, proof beats promises. This was one of the biggest differences between winning proposals and ignored proposals. Winning proposals use proof. Ignored proposals use promises. A promise sounds like this: I can help. I am confident I can do this. I have extensive experience. A proof statement sounds different. I recently completed a similar project. Here is an example of a client I helped. I solved this exact problem last month. Proof reduces risk, and clients are constantly trying to reduce risk. Remember, when a client hires a freelancer, they are making a decision with an incomplete information. They don't truly know you, and they don't know whether you will communicate well. They don't know whether you'll meet the deadlines. So they look for evidence. The more relevant evidence you provide, the safer you appear. Pattern number 5, high intent versus low intent jobs. Now here is a pattern that surprised me even more. Some freelancers were writing very good proposals and still struggling. Why? Because they were applying low intent jobs. This is one of the biggest lessons from my proposal analysis. Not all jobs were equal. Some jobs posted by clients were ready to hire. Others were posted by clients who were researching, comparing, or simply exploring options. A freelancer can write an excellent proposal to a low-intent client and still get no response. Meanwhile, a simpler proposal sent to a high-intent client can produce an interview quickly. This is why job selection matters so much. In many cases, improving job selection has a bigger impact than improving your proposal writing. This is the difficult truth that many freelancers have a hard time accepting, but the data consistently point to that direction. The highest performing freelancers were not applying everywhere. They were selective. They looked for clear deliverables. They looked for urgency. They looked for signs that the client was ready to move forward, and that selectivity improved their results. Pattern number 6, make it easy to respond. The freelancer getting the interviews often made it easy for the client to respond. They didn't end their proposal with generic closing. Instead, they offered the next step. Maybe they suggested a quick review. Maybe they offered an example. Or maybe they proposed a short call. The important thing is that they guided the conversation. Clients are busy. The easier you make it for them to respond, the more likely they are to do so. The biggest lesson from 4,281 proposals, success on Upwork is rarely one big breakthrough. It's usually the result of many small decisions. Choosing better jobs, positioning yourself clearly, using relevant proof, creating stronger profiles, building consistency. Over time, those decisions compound, and that is why two freelancers with similar skills can have completely different outcomes. One is operating strategically, and the other one is operating emotionally. The strategic freelancer follows patterns. The emotional freelancer follows hope. Hope is not a strategy. Patterns are. Facebook group invitation. Now, if this video has been helpful, I want to invite you to take the next step. I have a private Facebook group where freelancers come together to learn, to ask questions, to share experiences, and to grow. Inside the group, we discuss proposal strategies, profile optimization, Upwork changes, AI updates, client behavior, job selection, the patterns that actually produce results, You'll be surrounded by freelancers who are actively building their businesses and improving their skills. You will see real discussions. You will learn from other people's experience. And you will get insight that I don't always share publicly on YouTube. You will also get access to our monthly live stream meetings. During these live streams, I answer questions, review strategies, discuss current Upwork trends, and help members solve challenges they are facing right now. These live streams give you direct access to over 15 years of Upwork experience, more than $1 million earned, and the lesson learned from analyzing 4,281 real proposals. If you are tired of guessing, if you are tired of sending proposals and wondering why they are not working, if you want to learn from real data instead of opinions, then click the link below and join the private Facebook group. Remember this, the freelancers who succeed are not always the smartest. They are not always the most talented. They are not always the most experienced. Often, they are simply the ones who learn to recognize patterns faster than everyone else. And once you start recognizing patterns, freelancing becomes a lot less confusion. You stop guessing, you stop chasing every opportunity, and you stop wondering what you are doing wrong. You will start making decisions based on evidence. That is exactly what analyzing 4,281 proposals had taught me, and that is exactly what I hope it teaches you. Thank you for watching. Leave a comment below and let me know which of these patterns surprised you the most. And don't forget to join the Facebook group so you can continue learning with us and attend our monthly live stream sessions. I will see you in the next video. Until then, be freelantastic.